To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Live long and prosper.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. There's so many fun quotes in Star Trek.
I'm a doctor, not
not a barber or whatever else. So we saw the first reboot of Star Trek with Chris Pine about a year and a half ago on the channel. We had to look that up because I'm like, man, it's been a while.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah. And we actually did enjoy it. So we do have family. We have brothers that absolutely love the old Star Trek, and they can tell you everything about it. Kim mentioned during Star Trek, the reboot movie, Freddie actually told you a lot. And you learned a lot about the Enterprise and the characters.
He knows everything.
And the
That's right. He
Star
had
Trek.
models of every ship you can imagine, and
he used to build those models.
Have quizzes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He loved it.
And my twin brother Tom also really loves Star Trek. And I did see a little bit of The Next Generation. I love Patrick Stewart. Like, he's just so amazing.
Yes, he is.
Xavier.
Yeah, we know him as Xavier.
Oh, yes, Xavier, yeah.
And anyways, like, I know basic stuff, and I know with the reboot movie, they changed a lot of the history because the timeline completely was altered. Leonard Nimoy was in that movie, which was awesome, but he was playing Spock, but he wasn't the main character Spock. He was the one from the future and then ended up in the past and stuck in the past. And I do believe he is in this movie as well, because I did see his name pop up.
What a treat.
That's good.
That is a treat. And this movie came out in 2013. He died in 2015, which we were all very, very heartbroken about. I mean, I didn't know much about Spock, the character, but we have family that really loved him as Spock, and I know so many people really cherished and loved his character.
Oh, yeah. He was a great narrator, too, of documentaries.
That is true. Yes, I have heard him before, and I'm like, oh, yes, he has a great voice. So I believe we're following James Kirk again. I'm hoping we're following the same crew. I love Zoe Saldana.
Oh, yeah.
Many roles. Guardians of the Galaxy, Gamora, Neytiri, and Avatar. Like, she is just so amazing. She's played in many other roles, too, but there's, like, main ones that I love. And I loved her character as Uhura. I enjoyed Spock, young Spock. I love Simon Pegg is amazing.
Yes.
Give me a Scotty.
That's right.
And I know Benedict Cumberbatch is in this one.
Yes, I see his name up there.
Who is he, guys? The main character that we know.
Oh my God, Doctor Strange!
Yes.
So again, many roles for him too, but we love him as Doctor Strange. And you were asking when we first saw his name, what role does he play in this? And I'm sure we will find out.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe he'll play captain or something.
He's a good guy. And Butcher's in this from The Boys.
Yes. So we know he played the Doctor before.
Bones,
yes. Good job. I know Kim is actually more informed with Star Trek than I am. I only know it really from Next Generation, hit or miss. Like, again, I didn't really watch it. I just saw parts here and there. And from the reboot first movie that we saw. So this is the second one. I double checked because it says Star Trek Into Darkness. It does not say 2. So we just thoroughly checked to make sure we don't skip anything, because I think there is a third reboot movie as well. And on the poster that we see right now, it looks like the Enterprise is falling and it has a trail of smoke behind it. So that's not good.
No, it isn't.
Fall into darkness, maybe? Ah.
Yeah, they're going toward it.
And this is by J.J. Abrams, which we know because the first one was like that too. And he's directed a whole lot of movies in the past that we've seen. He has done Armageddon. He did a few of the newer Star Wars movies, amongst so many other things. But yeah, he is really amazing. I love all the action that he puts in his movies and the excitement. Yeah, so I think we're going to be watching on Amazon today because I looked in all the other services, and unless we get a live service through Hulu, we can't watch it on there. So we're going to watch on Amazon, and it's rated PG-13.
All right.
So I think we can handle it.
Yes, my rating.
It's our comfort rating.
Mom's rating.
Mom's rating. All right, guys, you ready?
Ready.
Star Trek Into Darkness. Ooh.
Ooh.
You just stunned our ride.
Great.
No kidding. Oh no, it snapped.
Okay.
Oh. What is he looking at? What?
Whoa.
like, how do you even get out of that? Can't.
Oh.
I'm really hot right now. Don't touch me.
Come on.
Wow.
Yes.
I actually survived that.
Oh, look at the
What a
puppies.
big baby.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Whoop.
Is that a lion's tail? There's a lion's tail.
Oh, jeez.
Meow.
Mission, Spock. That's deep space. That's uncharted
He
territory.
needs Spock to ground him.
Ladies. Same true to his name, right?
Oh, he's got that thing there.
Oh my god! A terrorist attack? Wah wah.
I'm gonna miss you.
Reciprocate.
Oh, why?
Give you 10
No
seconds.
logical.
That's right.
Don't do emotion.
In the event of an attack, senior command gather captains and first officers at Starfleet HQ.
Oh, separated from everything else, or to target
Where's
him.
red? Why is it
them.
red?
Whoa.
Too late.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap, where's Spock?
Oh, jeez.
No!
Pike isn't gonna make it. Damn.
Oh. Oh,
No.
jeez. Oh.
Good throw.
Whoa.
Wow, really good throw.
Ooh, right inside and
Oh,
blow
wow.
it up.
Ooh.
Ooh, run. Oh, yep.
Oh, he's piloting it.
And he's gone.
He's gone.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sad.
yeah.
Oh, I think he was trying to absorb his pain so he didn't feel it.
Yeah.
He
gave
went
him
through
a second
so
chance.
much. I know, and he went through
Yeah.
so much in the first movie. It's like, I was happy he was up and walking in this one.
Thank you for requesting my reinstatement.
You're welcome.
Trying to give him a little exam.
Look at it. Look at that.
When drones get that thing off my face.
And it is by definition immoral.
I cannot know that I'm.
Whoa. Huh?
What? That clown's giving us the finger. Right? Like, F
That's
you.
right. Kronos.
Whoa.
So I'd be happy to speak if you're willing to listen to me.
Lieutenant, I would prefer to
Oh, come on, let's
And
not
not
do
now,
this
guys.
now.
And I'm not the only one who's upset with you. The captain is too.
Oh, no.
Dude, don't get him involved.
No, don't get her. Doesn't want to get into it.
She is right.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
See, let your guard down.
We will not fail.
You have to. Inhale. Suck it in.
Suck it in.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
right there.
Crap, so many. Ooh. Ooh, ow!
Ooh.
So why is he doing this now?
Yeah, why? Don't put your back on him.
Oh.
You
guess
didn't do
not.
anything to him. He's not. He's numb to it.
I'm Carol Marcus.
James Kirk.
Torpedoes.
He's so easily like.
Right?
I can open one up there.
Are you changing?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So turn around, she told you.
You know when I dreamt about being stuck on a deserted planet with a gorgeous woman? There was no torpedo.
Well, not that kind of
God,
torpedo.
Oh, God. Oh.
Torpedo just armed itself.
gonna detonate in 30 seconds.
Crap.
30
Oh
seconds
my
and his arm's
God.
caught.
Whoa.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh.
Whoa.
You're gonna want to see this.
So 72 people?
Wow, that's a lot to go through to put them in torpedoes. Why would they do that?
Okay.
Good one.
Quite clever, actually. This fuel container's been removed.
My name is Khan.
Khan. Khan.
God.
Oh crap.
That's it.
Oh, can you do that in warp though? Like that's very dangerous. Oh god, it's
Oh, God.
holy
Oh.
I don't believe that the man who raised me is capable of destroying a ship full of innocent people.
holy crap.
Oh, he's transporting her?
Oh my god.
Fire.
Oh my god, what do you
God,
do?
come on. Ooh.
Enterprise, can you hear me?
It's Scotty.
Scotty.
Call you back.
Call you back.
Call you back.
Hey, Scotty.
Scotty.
Yes.
Easy, just give me 2 seconds, right, you mad?
Oh my god. This is nerve-wracking.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't move.
Tight. Oh, crap. You're
God.
foiling his plan.
Oh, darn. Ooh.
Oh, and now, of course, guys,
Oh
get
my
right there.
god.
It's
What are
cracking.
they gonna
It's
do?
cracking.
Whoa, nope, you got hit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, he has no complete path.
Come on, he's got
Oh,
him.
boy.
Connor can see. He can help guide
I
him.
can grab him.
10. 9. The person counting down. What is it?
Oh.
You're hitting things,
Um,
mate. 7.
Come on, come on, come on.
Just press it.
How's he going to turn without getting shot?
1,600 meters.
Whoa. Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
Whoa. I wonder how fast they were traveling.
Oh, yay.
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a torpedo technician.
The fact that you're a doctor.
There we go.
I was hoping you'd say something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
He's going to crush his head. Oh god. Can he do that? Oh, gross.
Oh, headache.
Ew.
Oh, right in the front.
Oh my.
Here on the damn torpedoes.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
So he killed all the people on there, too.
72 human popsicles. Safe
Okay.
and sound in their cryo
Right.
tubes.
Oh, boy. It's actually going down, like in gravity.
Wow.
Yeah. Come on, Scotty, pass him.
Whoa, look at that. There's a run on the side.
Oh, yeah.
No. Maybe it'll turn. Last second. Turn.
Who has him?
Oh.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
Oh, this will be a big twist if he dies here and then
yeah.
Spock takes
Okay.
over. A deadfall like that with all that gravity now, it's like
Oh,
craziest. Need more.
gosh.
He's so weak now.
Oh gosh.
Come on, you can do it.
Be good. Above.
Here we go.
Ooh, crickety. Whoa, good.
Whoa.
Oh my God, look who has been
Please,
through.
enough.
How's our ship?
Out of danger.
I'm scared, Spock. Help me not be.
Oh, he's gonna cry. No way. Is he really gonna freaking die? Little changing everything up. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing it too.
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are they really killing him off in this movie?
Ooh.
He's so mad now. There's the con. Con.
Whoa. 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 I'm having a pee. Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crap. Yep.
Oh, yes,
Spock's
it
right.
is.
Whoa.
Spock. Hello, old friend. Oh,
Ooh.
of course.
Oh, yep. Just melee. Oh, no crush into the head.
No.
Oh,
He's a stronger skull.
no.
Give
Oh,
him
so
a
he can
mic.
feel, yeah, he can feel the pain. He can save.
Don't kill him, he can save him. What? Okay. Yay.
Oh my god.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship
go.
Enterprise.
5 years in space. God help me.
It's got the beautiful color. Pretty ship.
Any cutscene? Maybe not, but just in case, we'll keep the credits rolling. But
Okay.
very exciting.
Oh, it was. It was.
Action
That was
packed.
very, very
It
sad.
was great. It was,
was
nice
good.
to see all the characters. You know, all the gang is
Oh,
together
that's
at
right.
the end, and
That was good. And Captain James T. Kirk is alive.
Yay, that was
right.
awesome.
That's
You know,
right.
I didn't react like you guys for some reason because I was just like in shock, I think. But I am really happy that he survived.
Yeah.
It showed Chris Hemsworth, but we didn't see his, like, he was the
No,
father.
because he was the
in first
father.
one.
He was George.
So they had credit in here unless we saw something. I don't remember seeing him at all. But anyways, just saw him in the credits. But yeah, like, love Chris Hemsworth too. But I love the mix of everything because the friendships, like the family aspect of the crew, like I love that
sure.
so much. And having Spock and Kirk, like we're focused a lot on them and their friendship and how close they became, because in the first movie they were divided, they were against each other a lot, and they had to learn to work together. And Leonard Nimoy's Spock was telling younger Spock that they had the best relationship, like full of respect, care, everything that they've learned over time. I mean, I think right from the start too they have respect because it was very different with Chris Pine's Kirk. So, you know, because his father was killed by the Romulans, remember? Like, as Chris Hemsworth, he was
killed, and yeah, he was definitely a different Kirk. You know, he was more living on the edge, a little bit more rebellish.
Yes.
Yeah. So with the ladies, though, he loved the ladies. That was so funny.
Yes,
He
he had
always
eyes
with
for the
that all
ladies,
the
that's
time.
for
Like,
sure.
hello, like
Yeah.
always turning his head, getting distracted, and he had those like lion girls or something, or those humanoid
yeah.
girls that had lion
girls.
tails.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
funny. Spock and Kirk together were just so amazing. I
They were
love their
very good,
relationship
yes.
a lot, and Spock is half human, and I like that struggle a lot, where he took on the Vulcan way more. His planet was destroyed last movie. Didn't happen in the classic, from what I remember, because I think Freddie said that. So that was a huge change to be an endangered species. So even with that, like, he felt so much pain there. He lost his mom, too, right in front of him.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did,
that's
and
sad,
he was
yeah.
beamed back on ship right after that.
So it was an extreme tragedy. So that alone really made him lose his Vulcan ways, you know, and he was more human there. But even Vulcans care. Like, his dad even said, I loved your mother. You know, he
That's
really
right,
cared too, but they
definitely,
just don't show emotion at all. It's just different for them. So I like that struggle with Spock where he loves Uhura and he really cares and probably loves his best friend too. He probably really cares for Kirk. So to really lose it because Kirk died, like I was shocked that he freaking died. I was like, no freaking way they just killed him
no
off.
way. No
But
way.
then I was like, you know what? They're making a lot of changes. Maybe they're going to make Spock be the head guy now. But they just work so well together that would suck to remove that.
It would,
well
and
together.
I think that was very brave of what Kirk did. You know, when Scotty said, we have no other way, and when he thought of it, and he just had to knock out Scotty to do it, because he knew Scotty was going to stop him.
And still put the seatbelt on him. Like, that was thoughtful.
Yeah,
Glad he
that
did.
was-
yeah.
You know, what a captain through and through. And he said, I wasn't worthy of it to Spock, but he was. He just,
He
you know,
was,
he
yeah.
just has so much emotion, and that's what Spock is removed from. He just thinks logically, but at the end, he thought more like Kirk, and Kirk thought more like Spock at the end, and you know, they saved the crew, and as a result.
Yeah. I mean, they really are a good balance, and it shows how good Kirk is because he questions himself. And, you know, if he thought he was the best of the best, which he was really cocky in the first film, and he really learned a lot. He came far from that one to this one. But he still had, you know, some things to learn, but it was a different way he handled it in this one because he was a true captain, but he would question his actions because at that time he's like, I don't know what to do. Like, here they have the advantage and they have this powerful ship. We're damaged and we couldn't take them on anyways. So he's like, I'm just trying to go by my gut. I'm trying to do the right thing, but I really meant a loss and don't know what to do. So he just thought that he was not a good captain, but he really was. Yeah. So he thought helping Khan or having him, you know, it's not escape, but, you know, help him out was the right choice, which it was, but only until Khan got what he wanted.
Yeah, until he switched
yeah,
around.
definitely,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, they didn't see that. Nobody saw that coming, but he was so deeply hurt of what happened to him and his people that he had to seek revenge. And what a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, so nothing, I mean, like, Khan, that's so evil, too. Like, he wants to kill everyone after he gets his way. Like, it's his people, nobody else. And then you have this other admiral guy who's like, he will kill off anyone that's standing in his way, too, with Khan, because he doesn't want that to come around back to Earth to get him in trouble. So it was just messed up that they both have their own agenda and were willing to kill people to get what they wanted. So there was a lot of gray areas there, and holy crap, so they had to work with Khan in order to get as far as they did, and then, then they were betrayed there. But right beforehand, when we saw Leonard Nimoy come on, like, I loved that because I was hoping he'd be in this one. It was a very brief moment, but it was still fun, and how he warned them about Khan, because
yes, they did.
I don't know much about him before this movie, and I have heard of Khan before through our brothers. I've always heard a joke or something where they would go, Khan, like, very dramatically. And I think I've seen it in cartoons as like a cameo thing where you just have a random character go, Khan. And I always knew it was from the old Star Trek. I just assumed he was a very evil character. So the fact that we find out about all these people that are like him, that he really cares for deeply, his words, and it really seemed like he did, but just to want to kill other people, like, with no problem, was just insane. So we didn't know which way to go with this Khan, because I was like, well, this is a different type of story now, because everything changed in the timeline, the first movie. So I'm like, maybe he'll be a good guy in this. So for Leonard Nimoy to come on and be like, oh, well, I don't want to change the timeline. I'm so happy he came on, but that was kind of funny to be like, well, this is what I shouldn't do, but I'm just going to tell you anyways, because you have to know. And either way, I don't think it was important for him to say that, because right afterwards, Khan was like, although that might have came in handy now that I'm thinking about it, but I'll finish my thought first. Khan said right afterwards that I'm going to destroy all of you guys, or this is what's going to happen. So right away you're like, okay, tables have turned, he's bad. But Leonard Nimoy's Spock actually saying to younger Spock, okay, well, he is bad, probably gave him enough time to take out those tubes, those people out of the torpedoes. So he had no idea, because that happened all around that time. So, okay, so in that case, yes, that would make sense. But I do love Leonard Nimoy, and I was really happy to see him in this film. That was nice.
Yeah, and both really stepped it up. I mean, they got him out fast. And, succeeded. Boy, Bones is great. Scotty was great.
I know all the old quotes that they say, check off. Yeah, and we know he died in real life. He's, oh my God, he's such a cute kid. And I mean, great actor, too. And I feel so terrible. Like, I heard about that when it actually happened, and my heart broke when I heard that. And
me too.
So I don't know what year that happened in. I'd have to look that up again, but I don't know if he's going to be in the third one or not. But yeah, I really love Chekhov, and just so innocent and just energetic, positive, and would go out and help out, and he saved them too. Like, he was there,
and he just stepped right up. He went into Scotty's spot. I was very sad about what happened with Scotty and Kirk, and they didn't see eye to eye. And you know, Scotty did the right thing. He says, I have to quit. And
he didn't even expect him to agree with it. Okay, so that was a big shock.
I gotta let you go,
Because he had to follow protocol, and he's like, well, we're saying no. And he's like, well, they're not following protocol. They're saying it's classified, so there's a lot of danger there. You don't know what you're up against. So that, again, makes us question it, because it makes sense. Like, they're saying it's classified. They won't tell you. That's right. So that was like, what the freak is on these torpedoes? They're going to blow everybody up. And Scotty said, we don't know.
Yeah, and there's radioactive material on the ship. You're really going to let these torpedoes here? Really?
Yeah, so that was not good. But for him to just be so shocked for Kirk to agree with him was just sad to see that, because he was even
right when they're going to leave.
Really?
That's right.
But it was good that he did leave, because then he was able to get onto the other ship and find that one.
The day.
He saved the day.
I love that.
Sure
like, how
did.
perfect was that? Because you have this massive ship to see something so big, like a lot bigger than the Enterprise, and it can move as fast. It stole Scotty's technology, because we saw that in the first film, where he could actually transport people at a super speed or something from a very far distance.
Yes.
And for this ship to actually be able to keep up in warp speed, and to be able to, like, you know, how he took his daughter from the Enterprise off,
that's right,
and she didn't want to do that. Like, his ship was very advanced. It was very scary. So I'm glad Scotty was there to be like, hey, dismantle, it's all good.
Yeah, it was. That was great. And Sulu too. Sulu was acting captain for a while. And he was.
That's right.
He was spot on.
Yeah.
He was
very comfortable in the chair.
Hulu, sorry. Yeah, he was. But I love Sulu so much, and I think it was neat because all of them were changing roles. at some point.
That's right. They
Poor
were.
Chekhov had to
Switching
go
over,
do Scotty's job, and he's like, I take full responsibility, even though it wasn't his fault.
I know.
Sulu was so cool in that captain's chair. So
and Uhura, I mean, she told Spock when to go. You know, he just listened to her.
Yes, he did. That's good. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping we would see more of them, but we did see a lot. I overthought it, and I'm like, well, it's an odd, I don't want to be mean, like, not an odd relationship, but he is so different. Like, he's half human, half Vulcan, and he took on the Vulcan ways. It wasn't a huge focus because him and Kirk is, like, more important in this one, but I love him and Uhura together, and I wanted to see them interact more. But I think it might have been a little awkward because he's so removed from emotion, like he really does care, but he's so stoic about everything that it might have just been a little
probably
awkward.
how his mother and father were, because his mother was human.
That's right.
Yeah, because he was really close to his mom, and so I really do love the relationship, and I'm glad it worked out. And she was really mad at him for sacrificing or trying to sacrifice himself, because that was a logical explanation. That was the best way to do it to save a population.
God, I didn't think he was going to get out of that.
I mean,
I
how
didn't think
impossible.
so. I thought he was going to.
Really?
The way they show things, and when we saw that big like explosion of lava right around him too, I'm like, and then it froze, I guess, from the weapon or something before it actually fully went off when they grabbed him or they teleported him up.
Yeah.
But lava all around him, and I'm like, that suit's pretty awesome. I know if he falls in, he's done.
It
but
must have been a really hot suit, I'll tell you,
the
that
heat.
lava around him.
Yeah, that was very intense.
Sure.
So we keep seeing these crazy intense scenes that I'm like, how are they going to get out of this? And even Kirk dying and then being able to come back. And again, like I just blurted out the blood because I'm like, there's no way they can kill Kirk. I mean, he has to come back in some way.
Yeah.
And then he actually died. I was in shock. I'm like, no way. They really are going to kill him off.
That.
Yeah.
But he's back.
Speaking of the blood, I thought the young girl that had received Khan's blood in the beginning, I thought she was going to play a role down the road on this movie.
Yeah.
But we didn't see anything. Just saw her dad die. Yeah, that was really sad.
I was thinking maybe that would be more too, but I guess we're just showing us that a father would do anything to save his daughter.
Yes.
I mean, but to blow up a bunch of people, I mean, I can't
maybe
even
he didn't
imagine.
even know. He said, just put this ring in this cup, and maybe
That's
he
right.
didn't know what was going to happen, but maybe,
He was crying. I don't know. I think he did.
Yeah.
But anything that you would go in there for wasn't good, but maybe he didn't know it was going to be an explosion, but I think he had an idea he was done for.
Yeah, but,
to kill a bunch more people.
Right, to save your daughter.
Which I can't even imagine, but still, but so...
Now you just killed a bunch of kids' parents.
Yeah, and any other kids that
Your own kid.
Exactly.
Not right.
So... I felt that moment for, like, with him, like, going in there and being like, oh my God, he's doing this for his daughter. And that really broke my heart, because then she gets to live and he died. But yes, like, he sacrificed so many other people because of it too. And that wasn't good.
Yeah.
But so initially seeing that where the blood healed her, or it looked like it did, I was like, okay, well, maybe that can help Kirk out later on. And I'm happy it did. That was intense.
Wow,
yeah, especially with that tribble.
The tribble, I love how they just pay homage to all these different things in the old Star Trek with the tribble.
With tribbles, I remember that saying.
Yeah,
all the quotes,
that was like
the Vulcan pinch or something, which we've seen him do before, but just so many things. Just the quote. I love Scotty, how he rambles and it's his ship.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, he ran so much this.
He sure did run a lot.
Movie, didn't he?
Fast.
Spock and Khan even running was crazy.
Oh my God,
that's right.
And everything's so huge and so massive. I mean,
it is.
I mean, that big
there.
ship
Come on,
hitting the city and leveling the city. Like, how many people died there alone?
And everyone's just standing there, like, it's coming down. At least the people on the ground can just, it's visualizing. Take off now. The buildings, people in this.
Everyone just freezes and goes like, what? But you don't expect to see that. And if it's coming right at you, you might not be able to tell what direction it's going in until it's too late. And it's just so massive that it's going to hit a lot faster than you can run. So that was very devastating, very sad to see. But jokingly, but the Enterprise, I know they had a lot of episodes of the Enterprise, like you have the red lights going off and everyone's just kind of flailing all over the place and flying and falling. Because I've seen clips of that before on the old Star Trek and as a joke or something on cartoons that I've seen, like you're just in a ship and it's like burr, burr, and you have it all red and people are just randomly flying. And we saw that in Galaxy Quest, remember? They're like, oh God, and people are just randomly flying even if it's not that bad. It's just like, Yahoo! too. But I really wish the Enterprise had shite bars all over the place, because God forbid that you expect the ship to spin out of control, but just to be able to grab on anywhere.
Yes,
there's so many open spaces that you can just fall and kill, just die. Anything's a cliff if it turns. So, I wish there was like bars everywhere where people could be like, okay, if something bad happens or if to make a quick turn, you can grab these real quick, or just have harnesses everywhere. I mean, that would really, they didn't expect it, and no, that would be way too complicated.
Even Scotty had a bar when he was getting in the other ship to press that button before that, to get the other guys on.
Or check off.
There's a bar, yeah. You just press the button, but there's a bar. There's always a bar somewhere.
I know, I was happy he grabbed it, but then he pulled it off, and it was a door, and I'm like, that doesn't help there. But I wish they had more bars like that or something to help out. But it was scary to be like, oh my God, you're in this really massive ship, and it just becomes a weapon in itself, when it starts spinning like that.
Yeah, and you got big projectiles. People.
Yeah, and then the people flying past you and just watching Kirk's face going, oh my God, my crew.
Oh, yeah.
He really cared so much. Like, he really makes a great captain, and I felt they did a good job showing that in this movie, where he just cared so much, and he's like, please, it's all me. Spare my crew. They didn't do anything wrong. They're just following my command. And
So what do you think about Marcus now, the new science? Now, is she going to be a love interest of Bones, or is she going to be a love interest for Kirk?
Well, Kirk, he's just a ladies' man, so I don't see him committing to one person. He might down the road, but he's young yet, so I don't think he's good. I mean, he had 2 lionesses in his bed recently, so I mean, people do change. So I'm gonna say Bones.
I'm saying Bones too, because when he said, I'm gonna be on this for 5 years.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I think you'll be occupied.
And the way he was trying to talk to her before, when they were trying to dismantle that torpedo,
she saved him.
and they were like looking back and forth, just listening to him talk to her, and they're like, oh God, this is so awkward right now. And I have to say, Bones as Butcher, he didn't swear once.
No, he didn't swear once.
Such a good actor. A lot of great acting in this, but just because Boys is more recent and we can associate with that character a lot and how different. They're so different that I can see them as different people, like the mannerisms and everything are so different. And it's great.
For sure.
Both roles are just wonderful. They're just so different.
Great acting.
Because some people can take on a lot of roles, but they always remind you of like the same person, like the main person. But he felt like 2 completely separate characters, which is great.
Which is a great example for Benedict. He reminded me, he had notes of Doctor Strange in this, just to, how he was very composed and very serious at times. He had those,
some of that, and then how sinister he was so different. I'm like, whoa. And how they made his skin really pale, and how he would accentuate everything he said to see even more aggressive. You want to see my wrath. And I noticed that a lot. Every time he would turn and get angry, you would just see how his mouth would really exaggerate. And it was like, oh God. So I loved him too. I can name everyone on here. My favorite is always Zoe Saldana. I love her so much. I think she's amazing.
Yes.
So all in all, I want to say the one that I really enjoyed the most character-wise in this was Spock. I really do like Spock a lot, and he's an interesting character.
I do too. I really like him much. And then, of course, Captain Kirk.
I really I loved Spock, hands down. Spock was fantastic. Scotty.
I know, I have a warm spot.
I mean, they're right up there.
I love Chekhov. I thought he was such a sweet character, such a sweetheart. And Benedict, he is amazing. I really like him.
Yeah, he was fantastic too. Absolutely. But
Spock's my favorite.
Spock was
Spock, Kirk, Uhura, Scotty, Chekhov.
Sulu.
I know, Sulu too, man, but he didn't have a huge role, but he's fun. So guys, thank you so much for requesting this. Yeah, because again, we saw the first one about 1.5 years ago. We've been getting requests for other Star Trek movies, and I started putting on the polls a while ago Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which would make sense now that I think about it, because I think the old one, because they had the classic movies too. That one was called The Wrath of Khan, I'm pretty sure now. And I got that one confused because I think I put that on the poll a while ago, and people were commenting saying, you didn't see the first movie, so that could have been the third though, I don't remember. But you didn't see the first movie, so you can't watch it out of order. And I'm like, oh, we did see the first one. I'm like, oh, crap, that's the one from many years ago, the different universe of Star Trek. And yeah, so sorry, guys. But anyways, we did not watch that out of order because it didn't win the poll, but we finally were able to watch this newer reboot. So I am interested in the classics, too, because we do get requests for those now and again. And guys, we do have polls on our Patreon. If you guys want to vote, they're usually on Mondays, ends on Fridays. So you can put your request there, and you can also vote to see what'll win, because whatever does win there, we do watch within a week or a few weeks. We try to cram in as much as we can every week. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be watching more, haha, because I think there's a third one in this installment, maybe even a fourth.
Well, I'm sure probably with those 72 people plus Khan.
Frozen.
Yeah,
will they get out?
Torpedo things.
Yeah.
I think it was cool that we actually saw Klingons in this too, because I know Worf, I believe his name is. I remember Freddie and Tom watching that. I think that was Next Generation, right? I think
so.
Yeah.
I hope I'm right. But anyways, like that's where I know Worf from. And yeah, so I was trying to like imagine him because it's been a while, and I think the makeup there was actually pretty cool looking, the prosthetics and the makeup.
It was.
That's right.
When they were on Kronos and when Uhura went down there to talk to them, she was pretty impressive with them.
Very brave. I'm very impressed that they actually listened to her. I mean, they were mad after her and aggressive, but they actually stood there and let her talk instead of like, you know, you're human, because they don't like us anyways. So I thought,
why do I care about humans killing other humans? You know?
It's all about honor. So she knew how to talk to them, and so characters are brave. Ooh, and one last thing I want to bring up too is I love the fight with Spock and Khan. Like, who would win? I'm sure a lot of people wanted that to happen too.
Right?
Because Spock is very strong.
Going to be taken. Yeah, Spock is very strong. But I thought he was going to be taken over if Uhura didn't come.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge struggle, and it was cool for Uhura to go there because she really did serve a purpose. And I know she's strong, but you're going against these superhumans. I mean, not that she's going against Spock, but they're fighting on a small platform. And
that's moving like really fast.
Yeah, because they can't beam them up. So if she, God forbid, falls, she's done for. So she only has a gun. Yeah. And Khan's going to go right after her because she's a weakness, and that'll be the best way to win the fight, the most logical way to win the fight. Yeah. So I'm glad that she was able to stun him, or she was shooting him, but it just wasn't killing him or anything because he's so strong. And then, so she saved Spock, so that was nice.
She had the phaser on, stun. Don't kill, we need his blood.
Yeah, we see that on the Clone Wars, different universe, and we see stun is the circles usually, and I'm like, where's the circles, guys? This is different. And now, as we know, Star Trek has warp speed, because we call everything warp speed, and recently we finally changed that, like light speed, warp speed, ludicrous speed. All the ludicrous speed, sir. I love Spaceballs. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Is there anything you guys want to add?
No, it's just a great movie.
Very exciting. The beginning was a lot of fun, too, to just get thrown into the crew and all the adventures they go on. And so I really hope we'll see the third one soon, so if you guys can request that. And if you request on our Patreon, that's even better. And you can vote on our Patreon pretty much every Monday. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Check out our description box.
Yes.
The links
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
I can't do that too good.
Let me help you, Mom.
You
can do it with two hands, Mom. You do two hands.
That's right.
My hands are getting crooked.
Beam you up.
We'll beam you up, Mom.
Okay.